Hi, this is the next one. We are in the next video now.
The third, I think.
Yeah, the third, probably.
Most likely.
Maybe.
Possibly.
A triangular, luxuriously designed table was lit by a faint light. Until your eyes adjusted to the darkness, you wouldn't be able to see anything else. Then a white hand suddenly stretched into that darkness. That hand was holding a small bag with gold embroidery. Mysterious voice? What voice am I supposed to give mysterious voice?
Should I?
Sure, I guess. Take it if you want.
Alright. Open it.
That's mysterious. As you wish. In that case. It's the Illuminati!
Illuminati confirmed.
Also, that is a perspective.
You what?
That's perspective.
I'm confused, but okay.
This is definitely how these would look with that angle.
Oh.
Put next to each other. Unless they're like magnets on a ball, because this texture does kind of look like one of those sitting balls, if you know what I mean.
Like a big rubber?
Yeah, like a big rubber ball that you use to sit on. It does look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does.
The contents of the bag were laid out on the table. It was 3 coins. That's a coin? That's a coin? I thought that was like a big cylinder.
Apparently they were coins.
That's a really thick coin. Oh no, it's 3 coins because there's one layered on top of the other.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't see the completely horizontal line drawn across the top and the bottom connecting the two. So
yeah, but how am I supposed to tell when the art is like this?
the art, it's amazing though.
Totally worth the $40. It was 3 coins. 2 of them were gold and 1 was silver. That's how you would describe those colors? Always keep your eyes open. After all, you people will never know when that time will come. Wir Dreißig. Literally 4:13 in German.
Oh. I like how it's just always keep your eyes open. Meanwhile, I'm just really tempted to make an Asian joke.
Okay. For context, you are Asian. Because the viewers don't necessarily know that.
Yeah, they don't. But
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Looks like a weird clock. Also for viewer perspective, it's also the reason I can't speak English. I'm just kidding, but still.
I mean, it's not like I'm much better. And there it is.
Not exactly American.
What do you mean?
I mean, technically German.
Okay, but I was born here.
I don't know. I was trying to make a joke, but it ended up not making most of the things that come out of my mouth.
How dare you? And there it is. Gundarenko's famous Osotugari. Whatever that means. The AOU Russian army really has been focusing on its judo. By the way,
why is there a commentator, dude?
By the way, I'm gonna pretend that the commentator is literally the same every time. Like it's the same person.
Yeah.
The AOU Russian army has really been focusing on its judo. Japan removed... Wait, I think this actually is the same one. Japan removed it from its army's training routine just last year. But I'll bet this stirs up another fiery debate in this country. And then there's a... What?
There's no difference.
Commentator narrator.
There's no difference.
What?
They're basically doing the same thing.
Okay, what I think it is there's a commentator who is like present at the event and is talking about the events that are going on. And then there's a narrator, which is like layered over with like when you would have like TV. I think that's what is happening.
I'm just gonna assume that there are two commentators there both talking, but they just didn't want to put commentator twice.
That's probably more likely. I'm gonna make you take the narrator from here on out because my voice is dying.
Okay, fair
I'll be
enough.
commentator, you can be narrator.
Your name starts with a C anyways.
Cut that.
We've just received some new information. In the Striker class group tank competition, Second Lieutenant Alberto Garcia of the Laito Argentina military has successfully achieved the first hat trick of this year's festival. I ran out of breath.
I like to imagine that the narrator did too. The Laito military has certainly taken a gamble this year, entering only people under 20 into the group tank competition, but it looks like it's paying off.
Just imagining the narrator just got lazy talking.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say that youth speaks louder than experience these days.
I suppose whether it's a blazing trail to a new era or maintaining peace, no one is more qualified than the young. Still, I'd like to see more of our experience. I'd like to see more experienced soldiers give it their all too.
Well,
I progress.
that's all.
Unless they speak English.
That's all canon. I can't wait for the anime adaptation, where the narrator just like stumbles constantly, and that's like half of the episode.
That'd be amazing.
And then they have an arc throughout the course of the story where they get better at narrating.
and the whole crowd applauds.
Yep. The international battle I like they applaud like out of pity and like finally you can do your job.
Yes.
The International Battle Standard Festival of Peace. We got to come up with a better name for that. It was a competition featuring soldiers from across the world.
Why don't you just say BSFTP? I said T instead of P.
BSFT. What does the T mean?
I don't know. Tease.
Tease? What's a tease?
T but with a C? I don't know.
Oh, like tease? Like Festival of Tease Piece?
Like a sea of teas. Tea.
Oh, okay.
Like a tease.
This bit sucks. Of course, this competition included more than just sports.
This is funny to me somehow.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's you. Okay.
What beautifully perfect of flying.
I love looking at this static image of a plane.
The AB and British Air Force refuses to surrender their place as masters of the art of the skies, and their second lieutenant, George White, truly is a genius, even at the age of 18.
That is the most generic White name. Literally White.
George White.
He certainly has a skill, but his plane is incredible too. In fact, his plane is better than him and his autopilot. He has no skill. He's just a guy. He's a puppet. He's a figurehead. Anyway, in every part of those blueprints, you can feel the spirit of their designers, and not George, devote to the art of the sky. I don't know why I'm going so hard against this random guy.
It's just a random or something.
Yeah.
Now let's switch over to the maritime conference.
The maritime competition.
I almost said competition. I almost said conversation. I can't even English correctly. At the warship triathlon Dreadnought class 30 gun division, the heavy bombardment ships Gloria de Lobito from the ACR Angolan Navy has passed the qualifying round with a festival record.
Wait. So let me get this straight. It's like a race, but with battleships.
What else are they gonna do with battleships? Shoot each other?
That'd be stupid.
Yeah.
Last year, the ACR Combined Navy has made an incredible showing. However, we can't forget the COU Chinese Navy's new ship. That you pronounce that.
I'm assume it's pronounced Tianjin. I'm not sure. That was an Americanized accent. Tianjin, something like that.
Which won last year's Central Ocean Cup. That was also canon, by the way.
Just the narrator butting in speaking Chinese.
No, like the commentator like asks the narrator to pronounce it. Like they're looking at the script.
He's like, wait, how do you pronounce this?
Yeah, it just like pulls aside like, wait, how do you pronounce this again? But like the mic is still on.
You can hear everything.
Most events include not just soldiers, but their weaponry as well.
Wow.
The way they determined winners and losers was an open, refreshing thing designed to foster noble soldiership among the troops who protected the world peace together.
That is a word?
I have no idea. I guess it is now. Of course, it was still a competition, so they fought against members of the opposing factions as if they were enemies. However, when both sides learned from each other and interacted, they grew to respect one another. Every national military from every faction deepened their relationships during the International Battle Standard Festival of Peace. We need a better name for this. To those who supported the Walls of Peace from both sides, the friendships this inspired were the best way to prevent a war.
The Walls of Peace is WAP.
WAP? At the same time, this put the military techniques from countries all over the world on display, making it possible for all national militaries to share in new technologies, to kill each other. That would prevent future breakthroughs in military tech from causing a breach in the military balance. Instead of avoiding... What?
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 I don't know.
Instead of avoiding military might, the world could acknowledge its function and maintain a healthy balance, making world peace a reality. That was why the International Battle Standard Festival of Peace, we need a better name for this, existed.
Imagine that's just part of the name.
Yeah. It's like it's like in Steins Gate, it's like the phone wave title not final or something like that.
Exactly, except the we need a better name for this part is part of the name
Yeah.
at the moment.
Or at least that was what the event planning committee liked to say. To be perfectly honest, all nations wanted to look goods in the eyes of their citizens, so they tried to get good results, earning medals left and right.
And up and down.
And diagonally. And on a z-axis.
Hint into the fourth dimension. Or the fifth? Fourth? Oh.
Since war never broke out, the report card for militaries became the number of medals they won at the festival. In other words, though the young were supposedly the main participants in the events, the expectations of the old affected it significantly. Isn't that just politics?
Yes. Probably.
I don't know what politics.
At least no more than me. I'm literally under a rock.
So, though soldiership was supposed to be something noble, I assume soldiership is like camaraderie, but they translated it weirdly. That's my guess, at least.
It's in quotes, so I'm assuming that you're right.
Yeah. Something noble. There was always the talk of bribery and doping behind the scenes. Well, that sort of thing happens in every era. There's no point in harping on it. Those young people who carried the prestige of their nations were spurred on mercilessly. Only those who succeeded were praised, and those who didn't measure up were abandoned. This happens in all eras. There's no point in harping on that either. That's right, problems that have always been a problem don't need to be solved. It's always the young who are made to compete. And the adults only reward success. The young don't want the adults to abandon them, so they always press forward.
Wait.
Hi.
Wait a minute. That's just...
This
that's
is your
a
line.
JoJo reference.
This is your line.
I know, if I could stop. It's too funny.
Yeah, he looks pretty goofy.
You fool. Didn't I tell you not to let your eyes off of Lilia and Koshka, not even for a second? Oh, I'm just talking to myself here.
Yep.
You. I am so sorry, instructor. Oh, apparently he's the instructor. Is he? Oh, there's different instructors. Why are you causing a rocket start before a match? A time when you must be at your absolute peak condition? You knew that they would run wild right away, didn't you? Then say start going crazy with them! Exclamation marks. You fool!
I like how you turned his character into a middle-aged mom. I think that's accurate.
Yes, he's just... You imbecile. I know, I'm... What even are these insults at this point?
You absolute Homo erectus.
Why am I laughing so hard at this? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Whatever that's supposed to
Oh,
mean.
it's more of you talking to yourself.
This is just a whole segment of me talking to myself, isn't it? Come on, if we have just a few... come on, if we just have a few sweets, our physical condition will be back to normal in no time, yeah?
I don't know if that's how food works, but... The most efficient way for Gauntlet Knights to restore their stamina was sugar. Oh, okay. In other words, dessert. Lilia and Kushka, who had returned from the athletes' cafeteria with extra-large parfaits in both hands, didn't give a damn that Chloe was getting in trouble because of them. They were happily gulping down their parfaits. Wait, so she got in trouble... Wait, no, okay, she got in trouble because of them, the two people. I thought it said that she got in trouble because of parfaits. And then they're just, like, standing there with parfaits to mock.
Parfaits got in trouble.
Okay, finally it's not you. If anything, this is because I was waiting for so long for my turn. It got boring.
I was starting to think it was like your video, but featuring a lot of me. Yeah. Okanogi, is that how you write?
Yes,
How you pronounce
Okanogi.
Okanogi, it's totally your job to make sure you don't get bored, yeah? You little brat. Literally just can't.
Okanogi stamped his feet, but because of his position and other adult reasons, he couldn't hit Lilia or Kushka. And other adult reasons. So he karate chopped Chloe twice on the head. Wait, so he got mad at them, so he attacks... Okay.
This is just anime humor.
These kids would be up very soon. Just when he wanted them to be in their best conditions for the sake of their nations and their faction. They had stirred up a battle royale in the simulator they started up a battle royale in the simulator just because they were bored.
Like, what else do you expect?
Yeah. I mean, you're literally arming kids.
Exactly. Do you realize how many people worked hard and how much money was spent to get you fools into peak condition? He's just a Karen now.
Yeah. Can we just replace his name with Karen?
Yeah, we just call him Karen.
Every time his name is spoken, it's Karen.
Exactly. And now you're wasting all of that just so you can play with your friends because you're bored? Me making you sound like a sheep. Ow, that hurts, instructor. Eep. What is... My head's gonna cave in with emoticon.
After going that... oh no, she's an old lady. After going that crazy, it's amazing they managed to recover so quickly.
That's you for you. Get some chocolate going perfectly fine. By the way, this chocolate is delicious.
That's you for you. Give the kid a chocolate, they'll be perfectly fine. By the way, this chocolate's delicious. And I am the youth.
Exactly. What country is it from?
A Gauntlet's night fatigue manifests itself in the brain. It's hard to self-diagnose. You've managed to recover up to 89%, meow. Don't forget that you've got at least 10% of your fatigue remaining. You don't understand. In this world, there are some kinds of power that you've got to work for, even if it wears you out.
And next time, go build up that power on your own. Have some respect for my time.
Kitty face. You say that, but your brainwave data after our match was as good as it gets. Want me to compare it to your historical graphs and send it to you. The data says you're sulking and wagging your tail at the same time.
What?
I don't know.
Shut up. I'm gonna fight you again.
I'm not gonna fight you again.
Yeah. I like that's a.
I would have preferred if it was I'm gonna fight you again.
Just shut up, I'm gonna fight you again.
Yeah.
Go staple a picture of me to the wall and do it on your own. Oh, that's totally not referring to anything else.
I have a feeling he would actually do that. You're hilarious, meow. The condition of your blood says you're still somewhat fatigued. I'm going as like the hardest I can. But I must admit your unquantifiable mental condition has improved. She's not even like an old lady anymore. She's just like... I don't even know.
She's just constant... Her voice is just one constant voice crack.
Yeah. It's... Well, you know, at that age, the young can be so interesting.
I'm pretty sure you qualify as young, too.
Oh, right. How silly of me. I'll bet Gunhild's mental age has the 1 and 10th digit flop. Flipped. Flop.
Flop.
There's...
Well, there's no helping it that you said flop instead of flipped.
Shikatanaiwa.
You'll never find you'll never find a parallel processor who isn't weird.
What?
Oh, still the skill you get as a result is honestly amazing.
Oh, parallel processor, as in like they're sharing data. Yeah, okay, I think I get it.
I just like computer.
Well, I wouldn't trust our butts to anyone but old Granny Gunhild. She is an old lady.
She is a granny.
Gauntlet Knights were typically deployed in 3-person teams. And in Meow, Jaden, Gunhild team, Meow and Jaden were only able to focus on their offensive role in the front lines because they had Gunhild supporting them from behind. However, she wasn't just a supporter. She was in that role because that's what she was best at, but she was also talented enough to riddle any attacker with holes if they broke through. On the contrary, perhaps because she was always observed her opponents calmly as a supporter, she actually won most of the time in one-on-one matches against Meow and Jaden. She humbly claimed that she only won because she'd memorized Meow's and Jaden's patterns, and that she'd be totally useless in a real fight. However, Meow and Jaden knew they could trust their backs to her. By the way, Meow was an ace of the AOU Japanese military. Jaden had come from an ace unit in the AOU American military. Of course, Gunhild was an ace too, of the AOU Swedish military. These were 3 of the best aces AOU had. Groups of 3 people supporting each other's lives like this were sometimes called a ket. I assume that's how you pronounce it?
Ket.
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 Like a cat, but it's a ket.
it's just a short cat, so it's a ket.
Like the ket.
It's a ket. That only goes nyeh.
An imitation of the Air Force or squads, an imitation of the Army.
A ket only goes nyeh nyeh.
Meow, Jaden, and Gunhild. These were the 017th Aerial Augmented Infantry Squad Warcat of the AOU Combined Military Central HQ. That's a lot of words. It was one of the best Gauntlet Knight ket. Okay, so it's the plural is also ket. That feels wrong. It feels like it should be cats. It was
cat.
Cat. In the AOU, Arctic Ocean Union. Okay, we at least get that. As Meow's group would put it, they were the honor student ket. Over there was the problem child ket.
Of course.
Lilia, Kushka, and Chloe.
2 of which I play.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, I played 2 of the other one.
True.
Okay. The 100th Aerial Augmented Infantry Experimental Squad Grave Mole of the AOU Combined Military Gurai Level 4 Heavy Military Research Center. That's also words. Kushka was attached to the AOU Russian military, but wasn't a soldier, strictly speaking. It had been kept quiet for privacy reasons, but rumor had it that she had been given some kind of exemption in exchange for participating in some aerial augmented infantry-related research and human experimentation, hence the boo-boos. Apparently, she was officially equipment, quote-unquote, in the care of Level 4 Heavy Class Military Research Center, which had been loaned out to the military for the International Battle Standard Festival of Peace. We need a better name for it. Of course...
Funny every time.
Of course, though she was equipment, she was also the highest tier equipment that existed, and she understood her position. So, she could do whatever she wanted. She had no desire to listen to her superior officers. Even Okanogi, her instructor, or I should have said, and even Karen, her instructor, couldn't lay a finger on her no matter how much she pissed him off.
Yeah, he's just Karen now.
Yeah. This might make it sound like she's utterly self-centered and uncooperative, but apparently she's improved a lot from how she used to be. What? Is there something on my face?
The bandages.
Yeah, true.
It's the opposite, yeah. You're blocking my way, that big face of yours, yeah.
Well then, I'll gouge out your eyeballs so you don't have to look at me anymore.
Huh? What's that?
Nadio?
Could you talk a bit slower? Your hick words are so bad, my Kisna couldn't translate them all, yeah?
Lilia was attached to the AOU Finnish military, but she was officially military research center's equipment, just like Kushka. Once again, her details about her were unknown for privacy reasons, but, well, she was just as much a problem child as Kushka was. Apparently, just like Kushka, she'd stir up all kinds of outrageous trouble using her special position as a shield. Was she on good terms with Kushka or not? I don't know, you're the narrator. She was always approaching Kushka one-sidedly, teasing her and picking fights. She was also high-grade equipment. Problem child number 2, who always got along with Kushka only when they were ignoring their superior officers.
Stop it! Don't make your blood condition any worse. She's just the mother. The instructor's karate chops really will make my head cave in.
Let's find out if her head can actually do that.
Nice one, Koshka. She doesn't say yeah that time, nice. Well, now she does. Let's go wild in the simulator again, yeah. I think Chloe will get in trouble again, yeah. No, I hate this cat so much.
Chloe alone wasn't equipment. She was a soldier of the AUU Canadian military. Okay, so that explains why Karen was allowed to abuse her, but not the other two.
Because she's Canadian.
Yeah, because she's Canadian. Not because of the equipment part.
Totally.
I mean, you can pretty much get away with abusing a Canadian.
I mean, they're always so polite.
What sort of unlucky star was she born under? Right after she won through all sorts of aptitude tests and exams and thought she had become the gauntlet knight of her dreams, she had been saddled with looking after this crazy equipment. And partly because of this, the instructor who couldn't punch the high grade equipment would instead smack Chloe's head whenever they did anything weird.
Anything weird?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that seems like that's the only thing they do.
Like
So I guess
she's just getting smacked around regardless.
I like to imagine like they just like walk up into the scene, and then Karen immediately smacks her.
Just like no head pass, just smack.
Yeah. Chloe was a sad sufferer. That's a phrase. Always stuck between as a part. I mean, a sad sufferer. I mean, to distinguish her from, like happy sufferers. Which, I mean, I guess if you're into that, always stuck between her instructor and the selfish equipment.
I mean, if you're happy, then it wouldn't be suffering, would it?
But of course, she wasn't just there to take care of those two. She was definitely one of the top-ranked Gauntlet Knights throughout the entire AOU combined military. After all, when the selfish equipment went back to the research center for maintenance, she got extremely high grades by doing mock battles by herself.
Okay, extreme.
Yeah, I mean, that was the narration, by the way. If someone's just, like, listening to this instead of, like, watching the video, that's actually what it was in the narration.
A bunch of
E. These two squads, with a total of 6 people, were the athletes sent by the AOU, the Arctic Ocean Union, to participate in the Aerial Augmented Infantry Division of this year's International Battle Standard Festival of Peace. We need a better name for it.
And the AID of the IB something P.
Individual countries did not compete in the festival, but there was an interfaction. But it was the interfaction competitions that got people most excited. Nothing was more thrilling than watching neighboring nations work together to achieve victory in the battle between the great factions that represented the A3W world. You know, nations right next to each other, like Japan and Sweden.
Of course, you don't know the world map.
I mean, I'm not very good at geography, but...
Exactly. Broadcast booth, are you getting video? Here we are in the very
the Verdi Arena. That feels like an accent thing. Like it should be like a Verdi or something.
A Verdi.
The Verdi Arena.
Finally, young members of the Airlock my day entering the status.
The narrator's voice changes every line.
Oh, the representatives of the AOU have just arrived.
Aerial Augmented Infantry. That was their official title. They were more commonly known as the Gauntlet Knights. These miraculous soldiers of the new era wore gauntlets on their left arms, and they could fly on their own through the sky, repel all sorts of attacks, and wield any kind of weapon.
Yes, we have already learned about this.
They're basically magical girls. At this year's festival, I mean, literally though, that's what they are, right? Like, like if you take the dressing aside.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what we've been shown. At this year's festival, the Aerial Augmented Infantry Division had finally been established. Their true worth had been revealed to the world at large.
Wait, so I'm just still assuming that everything, all the things that are going on with that equipment is all in virtual reality. Otherwise, the kid who died in the beginning was a long time ago or something like that.
I don't know. I mean, that video, it showed the force field, so I think they can do the force fields at least. I don't know if they can like summon matter out of thin air.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if that force field even was in like the virtual space, or if it was, because
it was in the promotional video.
Yeah, but they said that kid died, so like.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have done that intentionally.
I'm just confused. I'm always confused.
I mean, they wouldn't just decide to murder a child for their commercial when they could, like, when CG can be pretty good, probably this far into the future. Just
put that out there, probably.
Yeah. So I think it is real, but maybe faulty.
I guess.
However,
they said that
go on.
He was late.
Oh.
Yeah, they said
yeah.
that he was late putting up the shields.
Yeah. However, their fights were too dangerous to be held in real space.
You don't say.
Just take that out of context. As was also the case for other events emulating real warfare. Live fire... Is that what it says? My mouse is over it. Live fire competitions carry some risks, no matter how many safety measures you take. However...
Just fire alive.
Yep. The living fire. However, if you use mock weapons for the sake of safety, the battle becomes completely uninteresting. Lame. So, dangerous competitions generally took place in the virtual location known as the Verdi Arena. The Verdi Arena?
Oh, so that is a virtual thing.
Yeah.
Not specifically, at least.
The music just stopped. That made me uncomfortable. Okay, there it is. That said, in a virtual world that had advanced as far as possible, the sensations of sight and sound were in no way inferior to reality. Spectators were able to view it as if it were happening right before their eyes. And though participating athletes were in a simulator room, it felt as though they were actually in the arena.
If virtual reality was actually being that good and real, and then that would be pretty good.
That's all you had to say? I thought you were gonna like make a grand point. But you're just, that would be pretty good. I like that.
It would be pretty good. I would like that. That's true.
I mean, aside from the murder. I wonder what kind of
yeah.
I wonder what kind of people the other factions are sending.
I doubt there's gonna be anyone as normal as you.
You're normal? Well, I mean, I guess compared to these one.
I guess. That's not true, Nya. If the world was full of people as crazy as Koshka, it would have been annihilated by now, Nya. Lilia, please stop picking fights with Koshka. If you run wild here, everyone in the world's gonna see it. The instructor's job would really make me...
My stomach's full and I'm sleepy, so I won't fight back. Yawn. I mean, I guess I should try to act. That yawn was just broadcast publicly.
Just freak out.
Yeah. It looks like Chloe will face the chop when this is over.
Oh.
I wish that was just narrator. Oh, and then it cut back.
Because he was listening to their conversation. The group that just came in last, is that the Cole? C-O-E? I know. I'm just gonna pronounce it ever now, just Cole. It is. It's not even funny, but I did it anyways. You're being led by a second lieutenant. I'm gonna assume that that's supposed to be... Yeah, it says from China. They're being led by a second lieutenant. I don't know how that's actually supposed to be pronounced because I'm not good at Chinese names. I'm gonna assume it's pronounced Liu Ling. From the it's the COU, the Co China.
Got him.
That's just that was the like equivalent of like a block of text. What I just did verbally. So that's Link. I'm gonna just Americanize that. That's Ling Ji, the ace among aces from the Go.
Her official simulator score is the best in the world. Well, that's probably exaggerated. Behind her are Momotake from COU Japan and Aisha from COU Indonesia. That's probably not right, but they are COU's best squad. And the COU combined military HQ's Imperial Guard Aerial Augmented Infantry Squad Baibao.
That might translate to white bag in Chinese, cause bag. I think that's it. Cause that means white, and like ball either means like an actual bag or like a biscuit.
Okay.
So, anyway.
Okay.
That was useless information.
Whose turn is this?
Who was the last new character before this?
I think it was not Tomitake. So I guess this is you.
Okay, I don't know anymore. Remember your training and we cannot lose.
Of course. As long as I still draw breath, none shall lay a finger on our princess.
I'm just gonna assume it's. I'll bet you just wanted to. I'll bet you just wanted to say that. That's why you're practicing in the bathroom earlier, right?
What? No, wait. That absolutely did not happen. How did you know?
Momotake. You mustn't lose your composure before a battle. Even the princess got mad at you. I'm just gonna give her a British accent, even though she's supposed to be Indonesian.
Indonesian. Wait, who's Chloe? Oh no, that's a blue hair.
Yeah. The next three are from Suparna, the COU Combined Military Central General Corps First Branch 301st Aerial Augmented Infantry Squad.
Words. Oh god, they're throwing so many characters at us at once.
Exactly, you just can't remember who's who anymore.
Yeah, the voices we give them now are probably not gonna be final.
Definitely. Wait, who is that again?
The cat.
Oh yeah. All those.
Just say COU.
I know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not Englishing. All those COU people look so serious. I'll bet if you told them a joke, they'd just stare at you coldly and ignore you. Yeah.
Let's see if their eyes remain cold once they've been thoroughly beaten. Sujatha? I guess this is mine.
Yeah.
I mustn't lose to anyone. Not to our enemies, not to Baibao, not to even my teammates.
We might end up having to make a Google Doc just documenting who did what character. Sheesh. How about you chill out and have some fun? Try waving, like the Queen of England. Hey everybody. If you're looking for Andrew from the COU Madagascar, that's me.
I love his hair.
It's pink and fluffy.
I want to touch it.
Rookie.
Huh? Hello. I'm Rukshana from COU of Saudi Arabia. Stop it, you two. You're embarrassing us. How many times... What?
It's another tsundere.
Yeah. How many times... Well, every team has to have one. How many times do I tell you not to play along with the nonsense of a capable man who bears no responsibility?
I mean, careless.
Careless. Why did I say capable? I wasn't... my eyes, like, zoned out. Even though all I did was wave my hand when he made me... Hang in there. When he made me? Oh, when he made you... play along, I guess? Oh.
That one just looks like a kid.
Hey, okay. Baby.
Beb. He's a beb.
The contestants from ABN have also arrived. As expected, they're being led by the 3 members of ABN Peace Department's Holy 0901st Aerial Augmented Infantry Shrog. Thalathat Suyef. Out of all of the things we've had to pronounce, that's probably the most wrong.
Names.
Oh, whoa, get a load of the pipsqueak in the front.
That'll be Naima from ABN Iraq. From what I've heard, she's the ABN's top ace.
Our pipsqueak is quite the ace, too.
You aren't talking about me, right?
I like how whenever this character appears on screen, it's just incomprehensible screeching.
Amazing. Now that character voice is
This is your
the granny voice. Yes, but the granny voice for the green-haired girl is definitely canon now.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have official voice actors yet, so I think that our voices are 100% canon.
Totally. Wow. Hi everyone. I just sound like every female YouTuber ever. I'm from the ABN. Pleased to meet you. Wow.
Okay, I'm glad you got that character. Naima, don't get overwhelmed by the atmosphere.
She's literally a lolly.
I'm detecting an imbalance in your cranial secretions.
What?
Like brain juice.
But
That face.
I'm so nervous and excited. My ex keeps spinning. This is so fun. Wow.
That's you.
What is that? Is that just a L with a crossed L?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm gonna pronounce it Stanistar because it looks like
Stanistar. That's definitely wrong, but sure. You have to. You better give him like your best yaoi voice, because that's the vibe I'm getting.
What even is a yaoi voice? I don't.
I mean, you better do it. You'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, voice.
You'll have to figure it out. Figure out the meaning within yourself. Search deep into your soul, and you will find the yaoi.
It's not a deep-seated secret. It's a seep-deeded deep.
It's seep deep. It's seated.
Seep-deeded deep crit.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I can't stop laughing at this. Take a sedative.
No, you know what I think you should do for this voice? You need to just lean really close to the mic and do like an ASMR voice every time this you speak as this character. That should be his voice.
He looks like the type. It'll affect your performance when the whole match starts.
That's perfect.
Wow.
What is that? How do you even pronounce that?
Imagine her actually just making that noise. Just a
Yes.
The Ballast Festival is a farce. We've already done it just by showing up like this. And now we welcome the 3 members of the ABN Peace Department, the 12th Holy Asian Corps, Yellow
Dot.
Yellow Dot Shaven.
This is mine, I guess. Hi there. Hi. I don't know what voice. I have no impression.
All of your voices are just the grainies of this one.
Kill me. Fine. Then we have to go. We have to go. If that's the case, then we have to go drastically different for this one. Hi there, everyone.
Wait, is that name literally just Fatma?
Fatma. That feels like a Ligma joke.
Exactly. We're the O12's Holy Agent Corps Yellow Dot Shave Shadow. I'm assuming.
That
That one looks like a weeb, but also a nun.
True.
Non-weeb.
Today we'll be showing you the miracle of human harmony, friendship, and love.
Human farming.
Human harmony. Look at the staff seating area. Isn't that Nathan from the Belgian Hot Choir? I'll send you the data.
Amazing. Look right next to him. Isn't that Jean from Luxembourg Choir?
Hey, at least I'm giving more of an effort to these voices than you are.
I don't know how to do different voices at this point, except really high-pitched and going a bit lower, like voice effects. What are those?
Okay, the best one is still the ASMR. So they really are going out. Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking for one of these, I should just be really far from the mic.
Oh my god, he actually tried drawing hands this time, and just look at the little tiny fingers.
Tiny fingers and the big thick sausage fingers.
Yeah.
Amazing. And these are the cheers for the representatives of the ACR. That means we'll have all 4 participating factions present.
Oh god,
I do narrator give him a slightly different voice.
by the time we do our next recording session of this, it'll be like at least a week later, and I'm gonna have to like go back over like some of these videos to just remember what all these voices were. Because there are so many characters introduced in quick succession.
Exactly.
In front, we have the June 1st King's Tour Memorial Squad of the ACR Royal Aerial Knight Corps, followed by the Queen's Kairo Visit Memorial Squad of ACR Combined Military 1st Aerial Knight Corps. These are so many words!
Wait, Knight Corps.
Knight Corps!
That's just Knight Corps.
Is this a new character? No, this is... Wait. Is this... I think... Yeah, this is a new character, I think. So this is you.
Oh, okay. The time has finally come to show everyone the glory of the Africa Commonwealth realm. You may prostrate yourselves before me, foolish masters of the earth. Did I just give her a British accent?
There is no need for you to do anything, princess. Just leave this match in our hands.
And what do I do for this guy?
His hair is literally grass.
This whole time I'm just laughing too hard to actually speak proper English. Good plan.
No, you can't do that again. You can't do that again. You gotta try something different.
Any suggestions? I don't even know what to do for most of these.
Try like biting one side of your mouth and talking through that.
Oh, wait, so like... Good plan.
Okay, that works. Also, I like how with the sprite, that I know that's supposed to be like him grabbing his jacket and pulling it outward, but it looks like the person behind him is doing it. And like with that face, it's just perfect.
Just like that.
Right. Okay.
Amazing. If the princess screws up and embarrasses us, that will annihilate our bonuses.
And if we win and tell everyone it was all thanks to the princess's leadership, our bonuses will be doing just fine.
Hold on, this is lagging a bit. Anyways, which one's that character?
What?
Is that the other guy?
Yeah, it's the one on the left.
Okay. As well a reputation. As
well.
As will our reputations. God. If you're gonna talk behind my back, do it where I can't hear you. I mean, don't do it.
Oh God, more?
What are these characters? The pain in that one groan.
I only have so many voices.
That's how I feel after like 2 voices.
I mean, most of these are probably going to be something completely different by the end of this. Okay, we're recording now. So this is going to be in the middle of the next video. Yeah, it's been a week since the last time, so I doubt we're gonna remember all the voices and stuff. But
I don't. Yeah, we're probably definitely not gonna remember.
oh God, I don't even remember who had. I don't even remember who had this voice.
They just introduced so many new characters at once that you don't really know anymore, because I don't remember who did that one either.
I think this was you. I'm just gonna take a guess. Future will either vindicate or reject me, but regardless, go ahead and give it a shot.
Okay, then I guess even if we're wrong, we can just like reshuffle the voices. Like, who cares?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Okay. Look at that crowd. This is so exciting, so tense. Hey, isn't it? Don't you feel the same? Nor? I don't know. Don't you?
No. Okay. Oh, I think this is a new character. Oh my god.
What is that arm?
Oh yeah, that's an arm. Do you think that's prosthetic? I can't see that not being prosthetic.
Maybe, I think they all probably are.
I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I'll do this voice. Stop smothering me. Get back, you puppy.
Puppy?
Yep. Sheesh. How did someone this hyperactive ever join the Aerial Night Corps? Don't you think it's weird, Mariana?
I know just how you feel, Gannett. I'm feeling tense too.
Pet? In the dialogue?
Pet. Imagine her just saying pet. As
Yes.
She does it.
Yes.
Hey. Don't pet me. I don't want anyone but big cool sis Nora to touch.
Yes. Don't touch me, puppy. Your idiocy is contagious. Let's go over there, Mariana.
I like how this dynamic is just. She's like, don't touch me. I hate cold-hearted people.
This is like a triangle of liking and hating each other.
Exactly. It's no love triangle. It's a love-hate triangle.
It's literally as malfunctional a relationship you can possibly have.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. This is.
This is green hair.
Yeah. Don't touch me. I hate cold-hearted people.
Wow.
And I love Puffy.
This is rock, paper, scissors.
Exactly. Just let me better.
Wait, is this... Wait, are we just now getting sprites for narrator and announcer?
Wait, wasn't it narrator and commentator? Who was who?
Narrator and commentator, right? You were narrator.
Okay.
I think
I don't remember.
I think the joke was that they don't have a consistent voice.
Oh yeah, exactly. And the final group entering is the team of referees from the International Peace Mediation Association. I can speak English.
Those are some good words.
Yes. There's First Lieutenant Valentina of the Lado Brazilian military, Brazilian military, and First Lieutenant Mary Carmen, I'm gonna assume, of the Lado Mexican military. Personally, I would have preferred to see the. Personally, I would have preferred to see the Lado military field team too, but
Nobody asked you. Well, the military and police have been arguing over which group the aerial augmented infantry should be attached to. The military won in the end, but sadly they didn't make it in time to apply for the festival. Wait, okay, so these are not the no, these are different characters. Okay, I guess it's my turn. Heh. We'll figure these voices out as we go, I assume. I'm Valentina of the IPMA military. I'll be reffing this match.
and I'm Mara Carmen. Do what we say, or you'll get showered with red cards, okay?
What?
I'm assuming like getting called out, but like, wait. I'm just imagining them throwing red cards at everyone instead.
Yeah, that's definitely what happens. Well, I mean, they're like they're like VR magical girl fighting anyway, so I don't see the.
That's true, yeah. Everyone, can you believe it? These boys and girls are the aerial augmented infantry troops you've been hearing about. Sound more like a question mark.
Yep.
Armed with nothing but a single gauntlet, they fly through the air like fighter jets. They're armed to the teeth like warships. And they have an invincible shield that can repel any sort of attack.
Thank you. We knew.
Yeah.
That's like the
It's
fourth
nothing
time we've had
for-
that explanation.
It's fair to say that right here, right now, in the peak of the peak of the entire world's military might,
The world's military might, like the might of the military.
Yeah, my brain doesn't work.
Mine neither. It's fine.
The peak of the entire world's military might has been gathered together. There we go. That's proper English.
Okay, you need to stop lagging. Well, it is an unknown weapon whose true power is yet to be revealed. Even including today's event, their real worth hasn't been demonstrated outside of Birdie. They've become part of this festival starting this year, but before that, the debate over whether this is a military event or an e-sport kept going on and on.
Imagine,
God, that
the
just-
narrator and commentator going back and forth talking
That-
outside the dialogue.
Yeah, that just reminds me of the like U.S. military e-sport thing that was
What?
yeah, the military was recruiting people through like yeah.
Ear sports.
Yeah, they were recruiting people through like esports, and they had like a Discord for it or something, and they made like really cringy memes.
AKA boomers trying to be cool.
Yeah, but I mean, that's probably gonna appeal to them anyway. The people who want to, who are gonna, who the people who have the susceptibility to that are probably going to be the same dude bros that are gonna do the esport thing.
Oh.
Okay. By equipping the cutting-edge technology called the Gauntlet, certain suitable boys and girls could fly like fighter jets, arm themselves like warships, and repel attacks like invincible tanks. You just said this!
How many times has this been repeated?
Naturally, seasoned soldiers weren't going to just believe in something like that. Got hair in my mouth. If things like the aerial augmented infantry really existed, the whole world's air, sea, and land power would become obsolete. Wait, are you talking to us?
I'm confused. What?
Wait. Maybe I just zoned out. Equipping cutting edge. Suitable. Weren't going to just believe something like that. Okay, so this is the opinion of seasoned soldiers when this technology was introduced.
Okay.
The world's military strength wouldn't be measured by the number of soldiers, but by the number of boys and girls capable of wielding a gauntlet. Wow, that's a lot of spectators. For that reason, some of the spectators, who definitely exist, were former soldiers watched on coldly or sneered at the contestants.
That's just zero.
Okay.
Spectator.
Huh. Okay, I guess you're gonna take it then.
Okay, yeah. Ridiculous. Little rats flying around in the sky. Which comic are these superheroes from?
Wait, did they like pay to come here just so they, just so that they could like stare?
I
Like,
think so.
okay, that makes sense. So this is a different spectator, I assume.
Okay, yeah, let's just say that.
Soldiers from all over the world train to fiercely protect peace. Don't you think it's an insult to all soldiers allowing these kids with their esports to participate in the glorious Battle Standard Festival of Peace?
Need a short name for that.
Yeah. I almost forgot. Nice save.
Are we just gonna assume that each spectator is a different spectator?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. This gauntlet tech is suspicious from the start.
Looking a little sus, if you ask me.
You just know those researchers are eating through their budget based on some on-paper theory.
I don't know what an on-paper theory is, but okay. The older they were, the more they glowered. On the other hand, everyone who was still a minor was held transfixed. So, like, the instant you turn 18, you suddenly hate it? Just by putting something on your left arm, you could soar freely through the sky with unstoppable power. Any child would be awed by that.
Imagine that. Just as soon as you turn 18, she's like, nope, what is this? I hate it.
Yeah. I mean... where was I? Any child would be awed by that, and the adults told them to abandon those stupid dreams and study, since it was all fake. There was... I'm dying again. There was more than a little prejudice behind the adults' emotions. Okay, for context, I just got my second COVID shot, and I am dying, so... I mean, not that it's that much different from, like, usual, but...
Good. Just so you're not giving anti-vaxxers any more ammo.
How would I be... Okay. Who wouldn't...
Vaccine, and you're just like, I'm dying, and it's like, well, obviously.
Okay. Who wouldn't...
Anyways.
Get vaccinated, guys. Who wouldn't want to fly freely in the sky? If the adults had been able to equip those gauntlets, then they surely would have latched onto this new tech happily. However, to use a gauntlet, you need brains, quote-unquote, capable... I don't know why that's funny to me.
Multiple brains.
Capable of performing dry siege conversion on Spiridium. And most importantly, in order to fly in the sky, you need... and use your equipment at will, you needed quite a lot of parallel processing ability, which gamers have.
Hey.
You couldn't display such talent without receiving special training and personal experiences from a very young age. Obviously, I don't have this parallel processing ability they're talking about because my mind is not focused whenever we record this.
I mean, I'm never focused, so...
Yeah. It's like between talking to you, projecting to the audience, listening to the audio and reading it, especially since, like, I can hear the audio from my computer over my voice.
Oh.
Because headphones, but yeah. In other words, everyone over a certain age, literally like 18, like they turn 18, whose childhood had ended before the necessary technology and training had existed, was automatically disqualified from being a gauntlet candidate. The young could fly freely depending on their training and aptitude, but the adults could never do it. Do you think this is just a lie and it's just because kids are naive and they want to trick them?
I mean, that's a possibility.
Because, I mean, given this author's past work, it's obviously not going to be what's on the face value.
I don't know about any past work because, you know, I don't really consume, but, like...
Consume.
That sentence... that sentence really makes sense. But, like, I don't doubt it because that would be a plot.
A plot.
Yes.
I definitely think there is a plot going on. I mean that both in the sense of the story, and there is probably a conspiracy.
Yeah, there's a plot.
Yeah, and that is the plot. Plot is about a plot. Furthermore, the combat capability they had honed after long and arduous training was no match for the Dimension Container.
Wow.
You could hardly blame them for having such an inferiority complex. Those who had achieved their current position after harsh training glared most coldly at all the kids calling themselves Gauntlet Knights with their tablets and their Kindles.
And their electronics and all that.
And their 2DS.
No, wait, I forget. Was this my character?
Yes.
Okay. What the hell am I doing? Babysitting e-gamer e-gamer like e-gamer brats, really?
Yes.
You're telling me each one of these runs has the same military potential as an aircraft carrier?
Well, I believe it's your job to understand this.
If that's true, this planet is screwed. When was it not screwed?
True. Okanogi, who was serving as an instructor for the aerial augmented infantry this year, bore an imposing array of medals on his chest. Each one was an honorable award, proving that he had withstood grueling training and given all he could for his nation and international peace. These are very specific awards.
I read that as internal peace.
Internal peace. That too.
Well, whether it's esport or video games, they bear the same burden we do. That means I've just gotta whip them into shape. It sounds like a boomer.
Well, I mean, he is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that contestant Koshka of the AOU? That was quite a yawn.
Wow.
I guess she must feel confident.
Oh, I thought they were calling her boring. You got 2 emails, Playo. Captain Okanogi, the Director General, saw Kushka yawning just now, and he is pissed. Okanogi, it's not your job. Is it not your job to see to the health of our contestants? She's actually yawning, isn't she?
What is that sprite?
Yes.
Just you stupid.
Man.
Now I'm getting raked over the goals just because Chloe can't do her job right. Again.
Yeah. This was your character.
Oh. That's true.
Got him. Wow, they are just giving you all the voices today.
Yeah, of course, exactly. Your sneezes are always so fun to watch. Are you okay?
That's a weird comment.
My nose is all itchy for some reason. That face. And so is the top of my head.
Oh, it's there's like a Japanese cultural superstition that when you sneeze, it's because someone was talking about you.
Yeah. That's the one thing I know about, at least. It's Wacho.
Wacho. It had 1 O.
Wacho back.
It was more like a karate chop, I think. The room was dimly lit. However, that darkness covered dignified furnishings, which evidenced wealth and status reminiscent of the kings of Europe's feudal age. The ceiling was high enough to be swallowed in blackness, as if it were a realm of gods that humans could never reach. Illuminati. And yet, the most distinguishing feature of the room was that it was triangular.
Hey.
Yes, and very impractical. Do you think it's so that the short people can all hide? Like you can't reach them?
I mean, is it triangular as in the ceiling is the tip of the triangle?
Yeah, I mean if you look at the thing on screen.
Oh, I thought I read that more as the floor plan.
Maybe. I don't know. Wait, did I read that?
I don't
Nope.
know.
Silent.
I just like how we all interpret it differently.
Yeah. And yet the most distinguishing feature of the room was that it was triangular. So was the solemn-looking table standing at its center. And on all 3 sides sat the kings. They were shrouded by crowns and masks, obscuring their identities. Even though it's apparently just them there, so I guess they're obscuring it from each other?
Or themselves. It's like,
Don't
I
look
don't know
at
who I am, but I will not know who I am.
Okay. Their hands were covered by white gloves, so you couldn't even tell their race or the color of their skin. And their voices had been altered by something like a voice changer.
Oh, they really don't like themselves.
Yeah. They're all just really insecure.
Yeah.
However, the fact that their suits were of the finest quality, and that even just sitting there, their class and majesty couldn't be mistaken, left little doubt that they deserved to be called kings. They appeared to be watching the International Battle Standard Festival of Peace, as we need a better name for that, competition between aerial augmented infantry units through their mental displays. Oh god. I guess I'll take it. What?
Is that just like a red piece of cloth with
Yeah.
an eye on it draped over his head?
Yes.
Why?
So, tools of murder have finally risen to levels like this.
It is deplorable.
Perfect.
The masses are like babies.
Or like babies.
Babies. They ignore. They ignorantly turn whatever they touch into toys. They don't even try to learn what those things are.
Just so you know, that isn't lag on your end. It's literally lagging on my screen.
That's cool.
All the better then. That's gonna be his voice. The King of Fury. The common man's role is not to know. It is merely to obey the guidance of their king. Thank you, Gestress. Turn off the broadcast.
What is this character? As you wish. After all, mental displays can be quite tiring for the elderly. Giggle.
Ah ha ha ha. Well, I even drew on a mental tablet with my granddaughter when she was young.
You've been blessed with a wonderful granddaughter. How gracious of her to play along at the dawdling pace of a decrepit mind. There we go.
Wow, you didn't have to say it like that.
Giggle, giggle.
Ah ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Huh.
Ha ha ha.
We should have gotten just a random third person to join in that, because it was 3 people. This girl, who at first glance might have been a secretary, teased the kings with her harsh word. However, the king seemed to enjoy the foul tongue of this girl, who must have been younger than their own granddaughters. Kings who rule at the top and are feared by all people rarely get taunted or made fun of. And so, their culture had long since led to them being led them to place an irreverent expositor in their company. This person was known as the court jestress. Her name clearly referred to a female jester. Thank you.
Clearly.
How stubborn humans are.
Indeed. Even when you try to eradicate them, many survive and restore the numbers in the blink of an eye. Is that why they're wearing eyes? Just like locusts.
It would seem merely trying is not enough. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Even if you completely destroy everything, a few human seeds will remain.
Noah's Ark failed because they let the craftsmen on too, instead of keeping it to just Noah's family. Did I just turn him British?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. This time we must truly return civilization back to square one. Oh, so they're Anprims. Even if we do, I imagine that humans will regain their civilization in just a few centuries. But that is fine. After all, we'll be able to put a distance between them and civilization's end. Well now, Gestress.
Yes, sir.
Give us today's report. Is everything going smoothly?
Yes, sir. I've received a report from the Grand Master of the 9th Prime Chivalric Order, your faithful servant who's far more useful than you old farts.
Also, she has baby hands.
That's true, though.
I think everyone has baby hands.
They've succeeded in sneaking members of the Order into the Ace Gauntlet Knight units from all 4 factions. Oh. So the Battle Standard Festival Division... the Battle Standard Festival... The children we just saw.
The 4 factions sent 6 members each for a total of 24 people. If there's 1 in each group, that means 4 of our pieces have been inserted, yes?
Giggle, giggle. Now we just have to wait for you 3 to finally make up your minds.
Has there been any trouble guiding public opinion in each country?
Of course not. Our talented comrades are hiding in the media outlets around the world. All is in the name of guiding humanity down the right path.
That's the subtitle.
What is? Anyways. Okay. Have you still not found the research center? We still have the bait that Mighty King Ridicule granted us, but so far nothing has tugged on the line.
What a cheap move. If we could catch them by the tail that easily, it would be silly of us to go through all this effort in the first place.
Don't be like that. If you never gamble, you'll never win.
Honestly, I can't think of a more evil voice than a British person, so good on you. Then we'll wait for good news without hoping for it. After all, fishing requires the patience of a king. I like how there's literally no subtlety with this at all. It's literally just the Illuminati.
Exactly. And for some reason, I kind of just like doing a British accent. It's just... If there's any movement, I'll report it at once. I was tempted to make her British too, but like...
Now then, gentlemen. Wait, is that the same? Okay, they just made it a different page for some reason. Civilization's end is drawing near. We cannot fail again. This time we must succeed.
Even letting loose that many WMDs across the world wasn't enough. They're locusts after all.
This is our last chance, gentlemen. Our last chance to make use of God's plan. I love that song. And to return the fate of humanity to human hands. We absolutely must not fail.
As you wish. All is in the name of guiding humanity down the right path.
Yes, thank you. We heard.
I like how I like how everyone repeats themselves.
Oh god, we need to get a third person again. You think I should just like edit myself in like a second time?
Twice? Yeah, just with a different voice.
Yeah. In the name of guiding, we need to do this at once.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. In the name of guiding humanity down the right path. Gonna have to put in some editing work for this one. To my beloved Lady Gestress, those people must view the boys and girls of the aerial augmented infantry as the most interesting guinea pigs in existence. If I remain concealed here, they'll surely try to contact me in some way. If anything happens, then I'll report on it immediately. This is gonna be a scene that I'm gonna have to come back to.
Yeah. Finally, the match between the aerial augmented infantry aces from all factions is about to begin.
Finally.
The first event is an attack on a fictional military base.
I like that the spooky music is still playing. That implies something is about to happen.
Does it?
I mean, typically.
Okay, fair enough. They'll compete on points in many areas, including the efficiency of their attacks and the time taken. Lilia, Kushka, let's be serious when the actual match starts, okay? If you don't, I really will use my trump card.
I like breaking things. There's a plate with so many breakable things in front of me.
There's no way I wouldn't dig in. Yeah.
Oh god. It's the voice that gets increasingly ludicrous. All squads are in excellent condition. We can do this.
I like.
I super genius Jaden guarantee it. With us Warcats and the freaks of Gravemold together, we're the ultimate team.
Yeah, the 6 of us are the best comrades. Nothing can shake our bond of trust.
I'm sure nothing will.
That's kind of foreshadowing. Let's do it.
It's kind of on the nose, isn't it?
Foreshadowing.
Especially when you have the spooky music playing. All is in the name of guiding humanity down the right path. One message has been... This is pink for some reason. One message has been sent to Gestress.
Yeah, that's weird.
Whoa, that's the chapter. That was exceedingly long.
I guess that's the end of
Our
it.
bows are in our hands, our arrows are our hearts. We shall not falter when we shoot. Oath of the 9th Prime Chivalric Order. What?
Moon.
Oh no. That's
Moon.
ominous.